Kansas City, Green Bay. Obviously a huge game, game of the week, Fox evening window, afternoon slate, going to Kansas City, playing there, no Aaron Rodgers, with being in the COVID protocols. And so you've got Jordan Love, going out there, making his debut this season for the Packers. Didn't really look all that great. Brought a ton of pressure, did the Kansas City Chiefs. Steve Spagnuolo, their defensive coordinator, is known to bring heat, loves to bring pressure, mix up coverages on the back end. He did that brilliantly, and he was going against a young quarterback who didn't really know what to expect. And I think we maybe have taken the greatness of Aaron Rodgers for granted. And you heard Troy Aikman say this during the telecast, that if Aaron Rodgers was in there, they're not going to be blitzing him the same way they're blitzing Jordan Love. Now, everybody can say, yeah, you understand that it's a veteran quarterback versus a young guy. But Jordan Love is not a rookie now. It's his second season. He hasn't played a lot, obviously, but he's been in the system and he knows how it works. But being a quick processor like Aaron is, being as athletic as Aaron is, and this is the other key that people don't understand, is his quick release and his accuracy is undeniable. And so you saw Jordan Love have the ability to get some passes off, get the ball out of his hand, and do so in a pretty impressive way, but the accuracy wasn't there. He had Devontae Adams with a step down the field. He had Valdez-Scantling with a step down the field. Like, he had guys who were open, but he wasn't able to get it to them in an accurate way. And that's how good Aaron Rodgers is. And we take it for granted because we watch him go out there and he's doing his little discount double check, and there's a certain smugness and maybe arrogance or quiet confidence to him. And so we don't really realize how good it is. But man, to watch him drift away off his back foot and flip one out to the flat or flip one 15 yards and it go right over defender's ear and right where it needs to be, you saw those balls falling 2 and 3 yards from their destination. And that's how good Aaron is. And that's how much he means to this Packers squad. And you could see the frustration with the receivers. They've been spoiled. Devontae Adams knows. He knows exactly how good Aaron Rodgers is. And that's why he probably doesn't want to play in Green Bay if Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be there, because he's such a talented player. Now on to the second piece of the Aaron Rodgers conundrum. Misleads the public a little bit. Asked if he was vaccinated, said he was immunized. Had people on social media intentionally deceiving the public. Well, I don't know of a deception that isn't intentional. It's not like you unintentionally deceive somebody. That would just be a mistake. He chose his words very carefully, so he didn't lie, but there was maybe an effort to mislead and not have anyone ask a follow-up question, so he didn't have to deal with everything. And I understand that, and I respect Aaron's privacy and everything that he's done. And so now we're beginning to see some of the fallout here. And we've come to a point in time where no one can have a differing opinion, especially about their own medical situation. And that's funny. I've had people that have reached out to me, on social media, both sides of this thing. Aaron's a bad person for not being vaccinated, putting himself in danger, teammates, media, even though his teammates knew, coaches knew, everybody knew they were respecting the proper protocols inside. He didn't wear a mask sometimes on the sideline, didn't wear a mask, and was doing live media interviews. So obviously he was breaking that. The NFL knew it. They knew the situation. They were wholly complicit in it. But people don't want to respect the fact that, hey, maybe he's doing that. And it's awesome that I've had some people that reached out like, hey, just got my booster shot, just got vaccinated, whatever it is. I still respect his right to choose. That's great. So do I. I respect everybody. Whether you want to do it or not, that's up to you. Own personal decision. And so, Aaron, the sponsorship element comes in. Would he be losing sponsors? So one of his healthcare sponsors up there he was a partner with, they chose to move on. State Farm choosing to hang with him. I don't know if there's something contractual in there that maybe there's a long runway with this and they couldn't get out of it. Who knows? I didn't see any Aaron Rodgers commercials for State Farm during the games on Sunday. Now, I don't know if that was just coincidence. I don't believe that it was. They had some generic ones. They had a ton with Pat Mahomes. They usually rotate and alternate those every other commercial break, so you're not inundated and overwhelmed by just one guy. Curious to see when he comes back, if they begin to sprinkle him in. If they just don't go overwhelmingly over the top the first weekend, I would understand, but start sliding some of those in and hope that this story dissipates. But they said that they wanted to respect his own point of view. I think that's a fair assessment. And it's awesome that there's some companies and people in society who maybe you may not agree with everything that we have to say, but I can respect that you have your own differing point of view and we can be fine with that. And you don't necessarily have to hate somebody and want to see them like lose everything that they've done. Aaron Rodgers done a lot of good things in his life. I don't know if this was necessarily something that was quote bad. Some people view it as that, made a personal choice and didn't really feel the need to reveal it to anyone, but didn't necessarily lie about it either. There was just some wordsmanship, if you will, wordsmithing. And it's kind of how Aaron rolls. But make no mistake about it. The Green Bay Packers need him back. And he is playing at an MVP level again this year. And I would anticipate, just knowing Aaron a little, that he'll be on a war path when he comes back to try to play the best football that he ultimately can, because he's a guy that likes to go out there and prove to everybody how good he is. So moving on from that, good to see Aaron and State Farm staying together, at least for the time being.